with no connections, no referrals, and no money. Here's how I got my dream internship at IIM Calcutta in my second year of undergraduate. Hi, I'm Niharika, a third year BBMBA student at the National Forensic Sciences University, Gandhinagar, and I love content creation, sketching, dancing, studying, and a lot more things. I have so far been to multiple wonderful colleges like IIT Jodhpur, IIM Indore for case competitions, been the national winners of a few, and been in the national finals of some other case competitions at IIM Lucknow, IIM Kozhikode, and finally I'm also interning at IIM Calcutta. So this video is not going to be about why most people fail. It's going to be about how you can win. And I have divided into a detailed 10-step process, which was a long journey of more than 7 months, but absolutely worth it. Number 1, upskilling myself. So the journey started long back when I was like 14 to 15 years old. I just wanted to learn stuff, right? I love learning, and that is where everything started. So here are some of the main things that I have learned in so many years. And jab baat ho hi rahi hai for trusted platforms for learning, here are some of my most trusted platforms for learning: Udemy, Coursera, edX, Swayam, and of course our dear YouTube. एंड इसके अलावा अगर कोई आपको बोल रहा है कि व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेजेस फॉरवर्ड करो इन द नेम ऑफ एन इंटर्नशिप एंड अ सर्टिफिकेट दैट दे विल गिव, प्लीज डू नॉट फॉल फॉर दैट. लाइक व्हाट ऑन अर्थ इज, काम भी आप करो, पैसे भी आप दो, व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस भी आप फॉरवर्ड करो. Suspicious enough. Number 2, making a killer resume. So I started from scratch. Let's take a look at this. So here's what my first resume looked like, and here's what it looks like right now. So I had my profile picture of me in a sari. I added purple color to it because hashtag BTS. But yes, professionals do not work like that. So yeah, my idea was to make something much bigger, something much more concise, but that actually represents me. It shows what I really am, right? In a very clean and concise and neat way. So here's what my resume currently looks like. Let me know if you would like me to make a video on what kind of resumes are needed to apply professionally to so many internships or job opportunities, and if you would like to have my actual resume template for free. So the next step was updating my LinkedIn ID. So I have this fixed belief that people do not reply to mails because मैं खुद भी अपना mail check नहीं करती ज़्यादातर times. So yes, what my strategy was to make the best out of my LinkedIn profile. I started one by one. And here were some of the most important things that I did and you should definitely do. First, recommendations. I reached out to my old teachers or professors or clients I had worked for and asked them to write a recommendation for me. Headline. This is the first thing that people look at when they come and see your profile, right? So make sure to make it very strong. About section. I scraped off the old one that I had. I wrote something more unique about me, about my life that was not covered anywhere else in the profile. Featured. So whenever anyone comes through your profile, they may not click on show all posts, but if you have all of your top posts lined up in the features section, it will definitely catch an eye. And finally, the profile picture. So the previous picture I had of mine was me in a sari or in a lehenga. That definitely should not work out. So yes, I took out my ring light, turned on all the tube lights, clicked a normal picture of me with my phone only, which is, by the way, it's not an iPhone, it's just a normal Realme phone. Added a green background behind it so that it looks more professional. I think this surely looks pretty nice. Step number 4 is drafting multiple cover letters. So cover letters are crucial because obviously you're not going to be sending across your resume to professors and be like, hi, I'm interested in an internship under you. Any positions available? So let us look at my cover letter and break it down one by one. The first part is a friendly greeting with personalization. Hello, sir. The second part is introduction and context. I hope this message finds you well. I am Niharika, a second-year student pursuing BBMBA degree at the National Forensic Sciences University, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. I will be relocating to Kolkata for 2 months this summer, and I'm looking forward to any opportunities of working under your guidance as a summer intern at IIM Calcutta on any ongoing projects or research work. My key areas of interest and expertise include marketing, research, consulting, finance, and general. So basically, what are you doing, and what do you want? Next up, we give a highlight of all of our previous experiences. So I have prior experience working with companies and multiple startups in the marketing domain, where I gained practical skills in social media management, market research, and consulting. Next up, highlight your achievements. Additionally, I have had the privilege of winning several case competitions at IIM Indore and IIM Lucknow, focusing on product management and finance. Next up, call to action and availability. I would greatly appreciate if you could kindly let me know about any internship opportunities available during this period. I'm available to start anytime after May 10th. Please find my resume attached for your reference. And finally, a professional closing. Thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to the possibility of contributing to your work and learning from your expertise. Warm regards, Niharika Kole. And related to this only, the biggest mistake that so many people make is that writing just one cover letter and copy pasting it everywhere to every professor. Because sometimes you need to tweak a bit of things, you need to change some things, right? Change the area of interest and match it to the domain in which the professor is in. Like, my professor literally told me that some of the most common mistakes that so many people have done while mailing him is that writing that, "Hi sir, I'm really inspired by your experience in the finance domain." Like, literally, you wrote that to a professor of marketing who has a PhD in marketing and has been teaching marketing since the past 15 years at IIM Calcutta. That's a straightaway reject, right? Step number 5, researching for professors. So yes, here are 3 of the top ways in which you can find the email IDs or the numbers and the details of all the professors at any particular university that you wish to join. First option is the old boring LinkedIn. You search for an institute, suppose IIM Indore or IIM Indore professor, go to people and send connection requests to all of these people. Sometimes you can open their page and boom, you have the whole list of faculties of this university. You can open up any of these and you'll be getting all of the details. Number 6, sending them cold text or emails. This is finally the outreach part. Now I'm assuming कि अब तक आपने एक proper Excel sheet बना रखा होगा with all the names, contact details, emails and whom you have reached out to or not for all the faculties, and then start reaching out to them. But again, the timing also matters, you know. So what ideally is the time for you to text and send messages to professors? What I personally would suggest is between Tuesday to Thursday and between 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. Like, this is my personal opinion. It has worked out for me. Number 7, follow-ups and discussions. So if you have followed all of the steps that I've mentioned in this video so far, then there's a highly likely chance that you would be getting some replies at least from the professors. Be professional, be calm, and reply accordingly. As for those professors that you still did not get a reply from, you can maybe maintain a follow-up schedule. Write a short and sweet message, something like, "Hello sir, good morning. This is Niharika. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to follow up regarding the internship opportunity I had expressed interest in earlier and for which I had shared my resume. I am very enthusiastic about the possibility of working under your guidance and contributing meaningfully to your ongoing projects in the marketing domain. I would be truly grateful if you could let me know in case there's any updates regarding the same. Thank you for your time and consideration. Warm regards." Number 8, acceptance and offer. So when I finally got onboarded and professor said, "Sure Niharika, let me just mail you your offer letter," I was on top of the world. I was literally so happy. But again, you need to take care of some details. If there's a whole contract or something, please do read through everything carefully. Be grateful, reconfirm the details, and show that you're still very, very interested to contribute and that you will put in your best for this internship, right? Number 9, working really, really hard on the internship. So this is make or the break in the internship, right? There will be days when you'll be just hating it. That happens, right? When you're so tired, you're so exhausted, doing the same things over and over again, especially if it's research, you might get just frustrated sometimes. That's when you need to keep going. I really put in the early mornings and the late nights, and finally, when I had to submit it to my professor, I was open for remakes or edits as well. Whenever the book gets published, I will definitely share it with you also, that you also get to read marketing. And number 10, finally documenting the entire journey. Now, this is where most people miss out, right? If you don't talk about your wins or your internships or about your life, nobody else will. So I started posting on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on my Instagram about what I was facing, how I was going through it, my small wins, my small losses as well. I wrote about everything. I created content about everything. And guess what? The visibility started boosting. I got so many connection requests. People reached out to me. People looked up to me. People were inspired by me. They asked me, they reached out to me, and just so much more, right? And that is all that I wanted. So yes, leverage your opportunities, leverage your chances, and just make the best out of it. So yes, if you're still thinking that you might be needing contacts or referrals or money to get such internships, you really don't. All you need is the hard work, the efforts, and the passion to do something like this. And if this video helped even one person to you to what you're doing, then please drop down your views in the comments or what videos you would like me to make in the upcoming months. I would be really, really happy. And yes, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm coming up with so many more videos about so many new things that you would definitely love.